What's up guys, we are back at the shop finishing up the Nismo 370Z so we can go out and test it. Got the new RPF ones, tires on it, all ready to go. The only thing we're doing is dialing in the rear alignment, and like I've told you guys in the past, it's very tough with these cars when you don't do the true coilover because the adjustments on the stock spring bucket isn't very much. So we're having trouble right now with basically having about an inch of toe in, even raising the car up. And we're either gonna have to raise the car up a ton or just live with a little bit of negative camber. And I think right now we're just gonna leave a little bit of negative camber so we can have somewhat decent ride height. Let me see full lock. That's so crazy. It's insane. How's that handbrake work? It's so much lower than I thought it'd be. Looks so cool. Sounds like something's rubbing. First time driving this thing. It's a little wet out, so I feel like it's not a fair. Feels pretty straight though. Is that the side skirt literally rubbing the ground?
That is the side skirt.
I feel like we might need to raise the car up a little. Very, very quick steering. Interesting. Let's see how she slides, huh? Feel out the hydro. Oh, the foot brake works. I'm holding down the foot brake right now. Definitely a little weird though, like it's not as like snappy self-steering wise as like I would have anticipated. You kind of, it feels very tight. I guess that's the way to explain it, but it feels good. It's fun. It's really fun. It's different. Think of it.
Yeah.
Alright, we're good. Alright, now, you need to watch your front. Oh, we on the other side. Yeah, you're good. Straighten out. So we are actually en route to a place called Mineral Wells. It's the last place that I drove in Texas. It's basically a giant skid pad event at an old airport. Now, the only tricky thing about it is we are going to be arriving around like 4:45 and the event's over at 5. So we're just like super fingers crossed that they'll let us drive a little bit later. It is pretty wet, so we're not going to really get to see how the car does in grip, but it should be a good test of kind of how it performs with the angle and everything. I'm so excited to drive it. Trevor just did a couple laps and it seems like it's holding together pretty well. Very surprising for how quickly we put this thing together. Taylor's gonna be so mad about the seating position in the steering wheel.
I can hear him now.
I know. He's not gonna even want to drive the car. Don't really know this track that well, so I'm gonna take it easy the first time. Don't really know the car either. Oh my god, dude, the steering's so quick. Where do you enter, like here?
Yeah.
It's different. Feels good though. I'm using that angle. That's fun. It's very different having such like a quick steering ratio I think that's why, like, it does self-steer, but because the ratio is so quick, it doesn't feel like it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, you can almost just control it yourself because you don't have to input very much.
Correct. So, like, let's say we are self-steering it. It's not like you're having a
yeah,
because it's just small. Definitely weird with the varying levels of grip.
Yeah.
I definitely, like, do you see that one time I was just sitting on throttle in third, and then all of a sudden we got grip and it just sent us to angle? It's really fun though.
No, it feels great.
Yeah. How's it feel as a passenger?
Feels so natural. Like, as soon as you initiate, you're like, oh yeah, I know what this is doing.
Yeah. The one thing that's weird for me though, like, I don't feel like I know the front end. Like, I feel like I don't know if it's understeering or like how the front end's gripping. I don't think it did it all, but like, I just don't know. Like, I can't feel it. You know what I mean? Which doesn't make sense because it is power steering, right? Like, it's not electric.
Yeah, it's a hydraulic pump.
Yeah, I love hydraulic. If they had like one of those engines that comes in the Q50s, what are they like? Aren't they like a 36 variant of the 38 GTR motor?
Or like yeah, something like that.
In one of these would be amazing. I would love that as a car.
Or you just do like basically swap a GTR engine in here.
Yeah. Like, even if it had less power than a GTR engine, that'd be okay. It snaps so easy for 360. This car is amazing. It looks so cool. It drives so well. In case you aren't really up to date with the videos, the story behind this car, Aaron Losey from Lone Star Drift got it for about $5 grand. I crashed into a pole from one of his events, and he basically gave me, Trevor, and Taylor the ability to use this car this year. Got a bunch of sponsors for the car: Wisefab, Enki, AEM, Sickie, RS Enthalpy, of course BC Racing. But we get to drive this car at any of the Lone Star Drift events that we want to, so we can just fly in and drive it. We don't have to bring our own car. Dude, it's sick.
I'm stoked.
Did you have fun driving it?
This thing is so good. Like, the first initiation was just like, you're like, oh, all right, yeah, I know what it's doing. Like, here we are. Like, I think some maybe fine-tuned adjustments to the Ackerman, and then it
agreed.
Weird things when you left foot brake, but it's amazing. So simple too.
We have it on one of the highest Ackerman settings right now, so you can feel it kind of slowing you down and kind of pushing a little bit in drift. Other than that, it doesn't let you left foot brake. We got to cut the wire like we did in the giveaway car, but this is an amazing opportunity. It's been a lot of fun to drive. Massive thank you to everybody that's kind of helped us putting this thing together. Of course, BC Racing. But we get to drive this car at any of the Lone Star Drift events that we want to, so we can just fly in and drive it. We don't have to bring our own car. Dude, it's sick.
I'm stoked.
Did you have fun driving it?
This thing is so good. Like, the first initiation was just like, you're like, oh, all right, yeah, I know what it's doing. Like, here we are. Like, I think some maybe fine-tune adjustments to the Ackerman, and then it
Agreed.
Weird things when you left foot brake, but it's amazing. So simple, too.
We have it on one of the highest Ackerman settings right now, so you can feel it kind of slowing you down and kind of pushing a little bit in drift. Other than that, it doesn't let you left foot brake. We got to cut the wire like we did in the giveaway car, but this is an amazing opportunity. It's been a lot of fun to drive. Massive thank you to everybody that's kind of helped us putting this thing together.
Like, we literally left the shop this morning at like 7, went and slept for like 3 hours, woke back up, drove here, and then messed with it again today.
And thanks to the people that put the event on, we got to get some like solid seat time in it. We were worried we wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, and Aaron.
Yeah, and Aaron. Yeah, well, we'll go thank Aaron right now.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
How'd you like driving it? I didn't get to see your reaction.
He was screaming. It's like, this is so
This is the best thing ever!
I was sitting there trying to think about if it needs a diff or what it needs, but it was kind of patchy, so I couldn't really decide. But like, the car is amazing as a starting point.
I forgot that it doesn't have a welded. That kind of slipped my mind.
Yeah, and the big thing is like, I was genuinely excited about both cars we drove today, and I genuinely am not excited about cars most of the time.
We missed the vet. How was it?
If this is like a really good 350Z, the vet is like a fantastic like Pro-Am 240 with a V8 like totally sorted rad.
Dang.
Yeah, the vet is gnarly.
Sick. Well, thank you again, Aaron. This has been a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I will see you again coming around 1.
Yeah, hopefully.
We'll
Fingers
do that
crossed.
again.
Yeah, sounds
Fingers
good.
crossed.
Yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
When you say